Today, I'm sharing the recipe that helped kick off It's a Keeper. This was my father-in-law's all-time favorite recipe. I'm Christina from It Is a Keeper, and I share tried and true recipes that anyone can make. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, we're making my father-in-law's favorite Crockpot Salisbury Steak. He would always ask me to make it for him, and in fact, before I even had my website or YouTube channel, I made a cookbook to give to my family for Christmas with all of their favorite and most requested recipes, and this was front and center because my father-in-law loved it so much. Now that he's no longer here, I make this in honor of him, and it's pure comfort food that gives all the good warm and fuzzies. If you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does make a difference. And don't forget to grab the full printable recipe in the video description below.
So the first thing we need to do for our Salisbury steak is we need to make our patties. So it starts with some ground beef. So I'm just going to get that into our bowl. And then we're going to season it up with some packaged onion soup mix. Got all the flavors that we need in there. And then I'm going to add some seasoned breadcrumbs and some milk. And once you get all that in there, you're going to get in with your paws and mix it all together just until everything becomes one. This onion soup mix adds so much flavor to this Salisbury steak. And I'll tell you what, sometimes I make these the night before and just have them sitting in the fridge so that in the morning, all I need to do is throw them in the crock pot. Okay, looks good. Now I'm doing half a batch here, so this makes 4, but if you're doing the full batch in the recipe, it will make 8. So I'm just going to divide it up into about 4 even portions here. And you're going to make patties. Now you want them a little bit bigger because they will shrink up as they cook. So I'm actually gonna put them right back on the plate that they came from. I tell you, my father-in-law loved this recipe. Okay, these are looking good. So fast and easy. You can even make these ahead of time. Do a double batch and throw them in the freezer so that next time you want Salisbury steak, you already got the patty part done. I'm all about easy around here. Okay, gonna wash my hands and then we are going to make up our sauce and get these suckers in the slow cooker. Now it's time to make our sauce. So it starts with cream of chicken soup. That condensed soup comes out in a blob. There's just something about it that makes this sauce perfect. Again, remember I'm making a half a batch, so everything you see here is double in the recipe. To this, I'm going to add an envelope of the au jus mix. So I have half the envelope here, but you're gonna add a whole one. You can buy this usually in the seasoning aisle of the grocery store. And then a little bit of water to just bring everything together. We'll just get that stirred gently. I'm not flinging it all over. It doesn't have to be perfectly mixed up because it will all come together in the slow cooker. That's where the magic happens. So I'm not overly concerned about getting this perfectly combined. So in fact, I think this is looking good. You just want the bulk of that au jus mix to dissolve in the water in the soup. Okay, perfect. We're gonna bring in our slow cooker, get everything assembled and set it up. Okay, so I have my slow cooker here and I have a slow cooker liner. I always use these because I hate cleaning up a caked on slow cooker. So I've gotten the habit of using these. I love them. So we're gonna add our patties in first. So we're going to place them in a single layer. Now you're not going to fit all 8 in the bottom of your slow cooker in a single layer. So I just kind of start like making them like a pyramid and stacking them up there. Now to that, we are going to pour over our prepared sauce. So in that goes right on top. Get that just spread around so that everybody's covered. Beautiful. And Salisbury steak would not be Salisbury steak without some mushrooms. So I just have some sliced mushrooms here that I'm going to place on top. As many as you'd like. Lid on. Cook it low, 6 to 8 hours, high, 4 hours, and that's it. You're gonna come home, the house is gonna smell amazing, and dinner will be ready with the most comforting Salisbury steak. Okay, our Salisbury steak is done. I am going to scoop one out here. I'm gonna get some of that sauce to drizzle on top. Yes. Now you will notice that there will be some fat that comes to the top from the beef, and that's perfectly okay. Just skim it off with a spoon. But I'm going in because I can't wait. Just look at how beautiful this is. Just the smell of these reminds me of my father-in-law. I would serve this with mashed potatoes and glazed carrots. It was his all-time favorite meal. So, all right, it is time. I am going in. I'm gonna take this piece. You don't even need a knife. It just comes right off. So tender because they've been cooking all day. It was hot. This slow cooker Salisbury steak is definitely a keeper. So Dee Dee, this video is dedicated to you.
If you love easy slow cooker recipes, you are going to love my Mississippi pot roast. It's so super flavorful, you're going to love it. You can check it out here. I'll see you over there.